Kris Jenner, Kourtney Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian and Kim Kardashian. A jury on Monday gave a sweeping win to the Kardashian family in former reality TV star Blac Chyna's lawsuit against them. The Los Angeles jury found that none of the members of the famous family defamed Chyna, nor did any interfere with her contract by convincing the E! Network to cancel her reality show Rob. The four Kardashian defendants attended nearly the entire trial, but when the verdict was read, all were in New York at the Met Gala, where this year's theme was gilded glamour. Chyna was in court for the verdict. She had no visible reaction. After about 10 hours of deliberations, the jurors decided on the long jury form that the Kardashians often acted in bad faith, finding that they were not justified in telling the executives and producers of Rob. Substantial effect on Chyna's contract are the fate of the show, and she was awarded no damages. Executives from the E! Network, which aired the show, testified that Rob. Jurors were considering the defamation case against Kris Jenner, Khloe Kardashian and Kylie Jenner, after a judge threw out the part of the lawsuit against Kim Kardashian in the middle of deliberations. All four of the women testified during the 9-day trial. The trial focused largely on allegations that Chyna violently attacked her then-fiancé and reality TV co-star Rob Kardashian on a night and morning in December 2016. He testified that she twice held a gun to his head, wrapped a phone charging cord around his neck and beat him with a metal rod. She testified, Thatch had put the cord around his neck and held the gun playfully as the two celebrated the renewal of their reality show, and when the celebration turned into a dispute, she was never violent against him. But the legal questions the jury considered were all about the aftermath of that fight. Jurors had to decide whether each of the defendants knowingly lied about the abuse when they talked about it with the producers and executives overseeing Rob. Truth. And they had to decide for each defendant whether those communications were an illegal interference with Chyna's contract to appear on the show. In her closing argument, Chyna's attorney Lynn Chani argued that it was unreasonable for the four women to have believed that her client violently attacked her former fiancé Rob Kardashian. He didn't have a mark on him, Chani told jurors. There was no call to the police, no trip to the hospital, not even a Band-Aid. Kardashian attorney Michael G. Rhodes argued during his closing that the women had every reason to believe the accounts of the attack from Rob Kardashian from Kris Jenner's longtime boyfriend, Corey Gamble, who arrived at the scene and broke up the dispute. Do you remember how Rob looked on the stand? His pain was real, Rhodes said. This is a real family. Yeah, they're famous, but they're real people. He got really badly hurt here. It appeared during the trial that Gamble would prove to be the key witness for the defense. But the television executives and producers whose testimony was often technical, and utterly without drama, would prove more important in the jury's findings, which rendered the women's stories of abuse largely irrelevant. Jurors were free to make it a split decision, finding against some of the Kardashians but not others. They gave the family a clean sweep instead, and gave Chyna nothing. The 5-year-old lawsuit overcame many obstacles, including motions to dismiss and settlement talks between the two sides, and was a long shot to even get to. But the final obstacle, convincing a jury, proved too much to overcome. You may play now in your browser. Hero Wars. Pipe. Sponsored. If you are above 30, you need this strategy game. No install. Forge of Empires, free online game. Pipe. Sponsored. This role could be for you. ThoughtWorks. Pipe. Sponsored. Learn more. After being rescued by a pack of huskies, this kitten thinks she's a dog. Traveler Master. Pipe. Sponsored. No gloves but hands are freezing? The best trick to warm up. Happy Kovaza. Pipe. Sponsored. Makasan. Kar Thawam Saksad Ban Zayang Mux Zachif Mika Kai K Thari? Raka Zak Thahi Kun Pralid Si. Kalang Ma Rang. Pipe. Sponsored.